Good evening, everybody. This is your boy Saxman. This is another episode of the Saxman Russaw Show. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about some crazy ass sovereign citizens, how nuts and everything from the traffic stops that we deal with out here. So I want you guys to pay close attention, and I'm gonna give you a bit information about the sovereign citizens. This is the Saxman Russaw Show. Stay tuned. Okay, let's start the show. I'm your boy Saxman. This is the Saxman Russaw Show. I haven't been on a couple of damn weeks. Been kind of busy working, and this virus thing has been kind of nuts lately. But I'm back in the studio, back on the show, doing what we gotta do. Tonight I want to talk about the sovereign citizens. As you know what I do. I do patrols. I pull over people. So every now and then you pull over somebody and be like, hey, I have the right to travel. I don't have to have driver's license, or I don't have to have license plates on my car. I have the right to travel. I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm a Morris American. You hear that kind of crap, in my line of work. You hear that a lot. And this type of lunacy has been going on since the 90s. And it's gotten worse since the 90s. To the point where now they don't recognize our government as their government, but they want to be able to travel freely through our government, through the things that our government pay for. Our government tax dollars pay for, like roads and bridges and highways and buildings and everything that we do with our tax dollars. They want to enjoy those things without having to put into it. So I got a problem with that. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with Moors, Americans, or sovereign citizens if they would obey the laws and pay their taxes into what they're enjoying from our tax dollars. I wouldn't have a problem with them. I would even just, be like, okay, cool, no problem, see you later. But the fact that you think that you can travel or drive on our roads and streets without any type of identification to show that you're qualified to drive, you have the knowledge, if you got insurance in case you run into a bus full of nuns and school kids, that you're going to be able to pay for it, but you think that you don't have to because you're a sovereign citizen, that you don't have to have insurance on your vehicle, registration on your vehicle. If you go out and commit a crime and you flee in that vehicle don't have a license plate or registration, we can't find you and catch you because you feel you got the right to not have it on your car. Well, I have a problem with that because if I, at my age, at the age of 60, and I've been following the laws for 60 years, my mother, brothers, cousins, everybody in my family has done this thing for 60 years or more. If we can obey the laws of the land, why can't you? If you want to live in this land, and if you want to go freely through this land and work through the land and kick it through the land and have fun through the land and drive around through the land, then you should be able to follow those simple rules of the land. Get a driver's license, get a license plate in your car, get insurance on your car. Simple as that. Those three things are imperative to travel on the streets in any motor vehicle. Now, hey, what's up, LaWanda? How you doing, Bobo? Hold on. Is this who I think it is? Hey, what's up? Okay. Let's start with what is a sovereign citizen? Because, it aggravates me about them. They really aggravates the hell out of me. I've stopped one or two before in my time, and I gave them a good ripping. A good ripping. What is a sovereign citizen? Well, a sovereign citizen is a self-described sovereign citizen that sees themselves as unanswerable to any of our particular governments, or they answer to their own particular interpretation of common law. Now, that means you can wake up today. That's like a person that wants to be a woman today, and then tomorrow I want to be a man tomorrow. How you want to interpret yourself at that time of day. That's the same thing the sovereign citizen figure. Well, hell, I'm 26 years old. For 26 years, I've been doing things by the book. But when I see everybody else, I see everybody else getting away with breaking the law. Now I want to be a sovereign citizen. No, that's not cool. Hey, Rob, what's up, cuz? That's not cool. It's not cool at all. Number one, it's against the law. Now, I know you probably say, I've seen videos of sovereign citizens going to court and winning. No, they don't win in court. Sovereign citizens don't win in court. They lose. I've seen videos where they got thrown in jail and got hefty fines. Every video I see of every traffic stop, including the one I was in, man wasn't as violent as those. You know, I was able to use a lot of verbal judo on one dude and got him to submit. But I've seen other videos that was violent, and the sovereign citizen got their windows busted out, smashed out the car, thrown to the pavement, tased, dog ate them, you know, and they end up going to jail regardless. So the sovereign citizens, they don't recognize our United States currency, and they maintain that they are free from any legal constraint. Now, what makes that a right thing to do in the United States? If you were born and raised in the United States, your birth certificate was signed by whoever the parents is from the hospital you was born in, and you was raised up in schools, United States schools. All right, you live in projects or homes, whatever, built by United States citizens. And now all of a sudden, you see a trend that's going on that you think, oh, that's cool. I don't have to pay taxes. I ain't got to get driver's license. I ain't got to get license plates. I ain't got to get insurance. Just ride around and just be resentful to the police and resist them. That's all I got to do? No, because it don't work. If you do that, you're going to end up going to jail regardless. I haven't seen one walk away from it. I got a friend of mine. I used to work on a radio show called STMK Radio 100. I had to leave there because it was bullshit ass radio station. But there was a comedian named Mr. Black came on to the show. And he came on and said, well, back where he's from Atlanta and all them other little states, the country states, they do that to the white cops all the time. The white cops don't want confrontation, they let them go. I say, yeah, okay, so that's down there. You up here in Ohio now. This is the northern states. These are the real, your real, I'm going to get you redneck, I'm going to get you kind of fuck you up and don't care if the camera's watching northern parts of America. So I say you got to be careful, especially here in Ohio, playing that shit, I'm a sovereign citizen, I'm just traveling, I'm driving, you ain't got the rights over me. Don't do that. He said, fuck that, watch me, I'm going to do it. He goes into South Euclid, but he's drunk. Fucked up. Stops in the middle of the street and passes out. South Euclid Police. It's on video. It's on video. Anybody wants to see it, inbox me. Let me know you want to see this video, and I'll send you the link to the video. True story. Very true story. I told him, don't do it. They'll fuck you up. He passes out. He passes out, and South Euclid, two white South Euclid cops come, and they do the soft toe thing that I knew they were going to do, because white people soft toe it with black people because they don't want to be looked at as racist. All right, if they snatch a nigga out the car like they should, yoke a nigga up like they should, slam a nigga on the ground like they should, because the nigga is being resistant, they should slam him up, but they don't want to do it because then the outrage would come out and the Black Lives Matter, all Jesse Jackson and all the motherfucker can run around top, oh, he's a racist, fine. So, because of that, these two white cops backed off a little bit, was like, oh, okay, they spent 20 minutes with this dumbass, where he sat there slurring just drunk as shit. Obvious evidence of drunkenness. That's your PC to arrest him. You don't have to negotiate with a fool. Arrest him. Because of the white and black issue, they was easy on him. They called a supervisor. Supervisor was black. Supervisor knew what was going on. He pulled up. He walked up to the window. Told the guy one time, I'm going to tell you once, get out the car. Dude, like, what right you got? And next thing you know, sergeant put on the gloves. Hey, Jamal, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. Jamal's a police officer in my chat room. Put them gloves on, and when them gloves went on, that door flew open. He went out on the ground. Blah, blah, boom. See, black cops ain't got time to play with these niggas. I'm sorry. We ain't got time to play with y'all. You out here violating, yes sir, Jamal. We ain't got time to play with you. You out here violating. See, white people are afraid. Black folk ain't. We ain't afraid to snatch you out the car and whoop your ass. You can't call us racist because we black like you. When a white man do it, a white cop do it, then he's afraid because then he could be looked at as a racist cop. So they back off. So I told him, I said, they gonna fuck you up. They fucked him up, took his ass to jail, towed his car, and enough said. The sovereign citizen went to jail. They don't win. Don't listen to that bullshit. They don't win. Judges don't play that shit because, let me tell you,